A new cybersecurity threat has emerged that targets employee payroll systems, potentially leading to significant financial losses. This development highlights the increasing sophistication of cybercriminals and the need for organizations to bolster their defenses. In May 2025, threat hunters from ReliaQuest uncovered a campaign aimed at employees in the manufacturing sector. The attackers used search engine optimization techniques to manipulate search results, directing employees to fake login pages that resemble their company's payroll portal. Once employees entered their credentials, the attackers were able to redirect paychecks into accounts they controlled. Next, we'll delve deeper into how this attack works, the methods employed by the attackers, and what organizations can do to protect themselves. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of the attack. How it unfolded. The attack began when employees in the manufacturing sector unknowingly initiated the process by searching for their company's payroll portal on Google. This search query led them to deceptive sponsored links that displayed fake login pages, specifically designed to mimic the legitimate payroll portal. As employees clicked on these links, they were redirected to a WordPress-hosted phishing site that closely resembled a Microsoft login portal. Once on the phishing page, employees were prompted to enter their login credentials. The attackers had cleverly set up a two-way WebSocket connection, allowing them to receive real-time notifications of any stolen passwords. This immediate access enabled the adversaries to act swiftly, using the compromised credentials to infiltrate the organization's payroll system before employees could change their passwords. The attackers capitalized on the vulnerabilities of employee mobile devices, which typically lack the robust security measures found in desktop systems. This strategic targeting not only evaded detection but also complicated the forensic investigation efforts. By utilizing compromised home office routers and mobile networks, the attackers masked their traffic, making it difficult for cybersecurity teams to trace the origin of the malicious activity. As the investigation unfolded, it became evident that this attack was not an isolated incident. ReliaQuest identified similarities with two previous attacks from late 2024, indicating a persistent campaign rather than a one-off event. The use of residential IP addresses for login attempts further obscured the attackers' identities, as these addresses are less likely to raise alarms compared to more commonly flagged VPNs. Compounding the issue, the attackers exploited security flaws in home office routers, employing brute force tactics to gain control over these devices. Once compromised, the routers were integrated into proxy botnets, which provided the attackers with a network of legitimate-looking IP addresses to operate from, effectively bypassing security measures designed to detect unusual login locations. This sophisticated orchestration of the attack highlights the evolving nature of cyber threats. As organizations increasingly rely on digital platforms for payroll and other sensitive functions, the need for heightened awareness and enhanced security protocols becomes paramount. The attack serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities that can arise from seemingly innocuous online searches, underscoring the importance of vigilance in cybersecurity practices. The recent attack utilizing SEO poisoning techniques has far-reaching consequences that extend beyond immediate financial losses. Employees in the manufacturing sector, specifically targeted by this campaign, face not only the risk of losing their paychecks but also potential long-term ramifications regarding their personal financial security. Stolen credentials can lead to identity theft, as attackers may leverage the acquired information to open fraudulent accounts or make unauthorized purchases. Organizations are also significantly affected. The breach of payroll systems can undermine employee trust and morale, leading to a toxic work environment. Furthermore, companies may face reputational damage, which can deter potential hires and affect customer relations. The financial implications of such breaches extend beyond lost wages. Organizations may incur substantial costs associated with incident response, legal fees, and potential regulatory fines. Moreover, the evolving tactics of cybercriminals highlight a critical gap in cybersecurity preparedness. Many organizations still rely on outdated security measures that fail to adequately protect mobile devices, which are increasingly used for sensitive tasks. This attack underscores the necessity for enhanced security protocols specifically designed for mobile platforms, as traditional desktop-focused defenses are insufficient against such sophisticated methods. The broader cybersecurity landscape is also impacted, as this incident is part of a growing trend where attackers exploit vulnerabilities in home office networks. With more employees working remotely, the attack showcases the need for comprehensive security strategies that encompass not just corporate networks but also personal devices and home environments. This shift in focus presents a challenge for IT departments, as they must now extend their protective measures to a wider array of devices and networks. Finally, the rise of such cyber threats prompts a call to action for policymakers and industry leaders to collaborate on creating more robust cybersecurity frameworks. As cybercrime continues to evolve, a unified approach that includes education, awareness, and technological advancements will be essential in mitigating the risks associated with these types of attacks. The consequences of this SEO poisoning campaign are not just immediate. They signal a pressing need for systemic change in how organizations and individuals approach cybersecurity. In response to the escalating threat of payroll fraud via SEO poisoning, organizations must implement a multifaceted approach to mitigate risks and enhance security. A crucial first step is to educate employees about the tactics employed by cybercriminals, particularly the dangers of clicking on unfamiliar links and the importance of verifying the authenticity of login pages. Regular training sessions can empower staff to recognize phishing attempts and report suspicious activities. Additionally, implementing advanced security measures such as multi-factor authentication, MFA, can significantly bolster defenses against unauthorized access. While this attack did not directly target MFA, incorporating it into payroll systems can provide an added layer of protection, making it more difficult for attackers to exploit stolen credentials. Organizations should also conduct thorough audits of their network infrastructure, particularly focusing on home office routers and mobile devices. Many employees may be using personal devices that lack robust security features, which can be a vulnerability. By enforcing policies that require the use of secure connections and enterprise-grade security solutions on all devices accessing sensitive information, companies can reduce their attack surface. Monitoring and threat detection systems must be enhanced to identify unusual login patterns, especially those originating from residential IP addresses. Implementing behavioral analytics can help organizations spot anomalies that may indicate a breach, allowing for quicker response times. Additionally, establishing a clear incident response plan is essential. This plan should include protocols for isolating affected systems and communicating with stakeholders in the event of a breach. Collaboration with cybersecurity firms can also provide organizations with valuable insights and threat intelligence. By sharing information about emerging threats and vulnerabilities, companies can stay ahead of attackers and refine their security measures accordingly. Finally, organizations should consider adopting a zero-trust security model, which assumes that threats may exist both inside and outside the corporate network. This approach involves constantly verifying user identities and device security, thus minimizing the risk of compromised credentials leading to significant financial losses. By taking these proactive steps, organizations can better protect their payroll systems and mitigate the risk of falling victim to sophisticated cybercriminal tactics. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.